Good evening, Nick O'Neill here with Leo Digital SEO. Appreciate your time on the phone earlier, man. I got a video here with Red River Garage Doors LLC, your website, and it's just going to be giving some pointers on your website and your GMB page as well as your competition's website, right? And so I'm going to have 3 points for you. And it's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. And then I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and why you might want to start doing that, right? So first things first is Google generally likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. For example, you install garage, a keyword might be garage installation, Wichita Falls, Texas, or garage repair, Wichita Falls, Texas, and things of that nature, right? So onto that content side of things, let's see how many words you have on the homepage website. And we see that you're at 408 words, right? So you're going to want to go ahead and get that up to 1,500 words at least so that Google would consider you an authority. We got overhead doors over here, your top competition over there in Wichita Falls. Let's go ahead and see how you stack up against them. And we see that they have 514 words. So no hard thing to go ahead and beat them. You don't want to just stop at 514. You want to get to that 1,500 mark, like I was telling you, so that you can go ahead and be considered an authority in Google's eyes and start beating out your competition. If we go over here into the tool that I have, Ahrefs is a tool that I use I pay for monthly. It gives me a little more in-depth data on the websites and the competition's websites. There are free tools out there that you can use yourself to start doing this as well. But to give you a little more example of what a keyword might be, right? We go ahead into your top competition and see what they're using, and we see some of these keywords right here as well, right? Overhead door, Wichita. We see that 70 people are searching for that monthly, and then they're getting around one person to their website for that. And the list goes on and on and on, right? So, quality glass, Wichita Falls, first choice person, Wichita Falls, and the list goes on and on and on. So, this is the volume of people that are searching for that monthly. This is the keyword difficulty from 0 to 100, 0 being the best and the easiest way to rank for that and be seen for that word. And then this is the amount of people going to the website just for these keywords alone, right? So you want to get those keywords in that 1,500 to 2,000 words of content that I was telling you about. And that's why it's so important. This is the amount of people that are searching for that monthly. These are the amount of people going to the website just for these keywords alone. So on to the second point that I'm going to have for you, and that's going to be backlinks. And a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another. In this case, it's going to be one website linking back to Red River Garage Doors LLC's website right here. So these links act like an endorsement for your website from others, and Google uses that to build trust in your business and your website by seeing other websites vouching for you. The best way I can put it is it's literally like a popularity contest in Google's eyes to see who has the most websites linking back and pointing back to their website right here, right? And so if we go into my tools Ahrefs, we can see that you have one backlink and you have one website going back to Red River Garage Doors LLC. If we go to your top competition, Overhead Doors of Wichita Falls, we can see exactly how many they have as well. And they're at 69 backlinks and 19 websites linking back to their website, right? And so the idea is if it works for them, why wouldn't it work for you? So you would go in and you'll see what websites do they have linking back to theirs. And then here's the list of them as well, right? I do want to point out that not all backlinks are created equal. It is worth noting to stay relevant to your industry, and local websites will work the best. For an example, right, the DR is the amount of power that in Google's eyes that they're seeing from this website. So it's from 0 to 100, the higher the better. In Google's eyes, the higher these are, the more power that these websites have, and the more that they can vouch for your website, right? So you want to stick to these high DR ratings right here. You don't want to go for any of these 0 ones or even these 3.5 or 8 ones, right? So just go in, create an account, and then get a link going back to your website right there. On to my last point that I have for you guys is a citation. And a citation is anywhere your business name, address, and number are exactly as it is on this Google business page right here, right? These work for this Google Map Pack section right here. So these citations, they help you rank in this map pack, which is extremely important for local business since we know that these can generate huge amounts of revenue. If someone puts in garage doors, Wichita Falls, Texas, you want to be in the top three right here because nobody's going to go to page 2 or 3 to look for those businesses right there, right? And so these citations are included in directories like Yelp, Angie's, Expertise, BBBs, and there's hundreds of others you may have heard of. Social media accounts they're great as well. For example, if you have a Facebook business page, on that Facebook business page, you would want to put your business name, address, and number on that Facebook business page, and that would count as one citation, right? So then you got Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and you name it, and the list goes on and on and on. And so the idea is that your brand begins to be found all over the web by Google because they constantly have bots crawling it, right, to see whose online presence is felt most compared to their competitors, these guys right here, right? And so the greater your online presence is, the more Google begins to trust you and your website. And once Google sees you more often than these cats right here, the more likely it is they're going to rank you above them. So just a quick recap, once you get that content of 1,500 to 2,000 words, you're getting those keywords put in there that I showed you, right? And you get those backlinks going up, you get those other websites vouching and linking back to your website, you start winning that quote unquote popularity contest. And then once you go to that map pack section, you start getting those citations up for your GMB page. Well, let's take a look at why it might be so worth it and why you might want to go ahead and start doing those things for your website right now. We look at overhead doors of Wichita, and we see that they're getting around 70 people to their website monthly, right? And that's just off of those things that we were discussing, their online presence alone. Again, this is a tool I use Ahrefs. The numbers are always higher. We don't have Google's exact numbers, right? But they're always higher. So let's say of those 70 people that are visiting the website, only 10 people actually pick up the phone, right? And then let's say the team closes 5 of those 10 people. These are very small numbers, right? I'm sure the team can do a whole lot better than just closing out half of those, right? So let's just say though, for example, they only close out 5 people. I don't know what your profit margins are, but I would imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue in your pockets, right? Also, there's many more keywords that I showed you. There's many more that you can use to start generate traffic and leads to your website. So yeah, this is what I do for a living, and I'm creating this video to help you start generating leads online. If you do find yourself wanting to continue scaling the business, man, feel free to reach out and I can help with some more information. Or we can just talk about the goals of the business and I can do a little bit of research, see exactly what could be realistic and what it might take to reach those goals. I just asked, gentlemen, that you would leave one line of feedback for me, if you wouldn't mind. You can reach back out to me at 832-728-9003. Again, my name's Nick O'Neill, and my door is always open. I appreciate your time and hope the video helped. Y'all have a blessed Friday and a blessed weekend, man.